Yo, welcome back to the channel. This is Dumi from TDeverything. This first episode of a series that's gonna go on for probably forever, because this is Dumi, our Quentin Saves South Africa. On this show, we're gonna be talking about everything that's happening in South Africa, all the breaking news, all the latest news, every single thing, all the trending things, every single thing you can think of. We're gonna be breaking it here, dissecting it, and analyzing everything. So on today's episode, we're gonna talk about EFF. Gonna talk about the EFF and the march that they had in KZN today, which was very, very impressive, I must say, considering that Julius Malema was not there. I'm not sure if we said Includes was there and Fred Shibambu was there, but then it doesn't seem like they were there. But then for EFF to have so many people filling the streets of KZN without their top three is honestly impressive. Very, 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 very impressive, I must say. And again, I want to go back to this thing. People were accusing me, saying like, hey, I'm against EFF, I'm drunk and what and whatnot. Let's just get one thing straight here. I'm not affiliated with any party. I'm just someone that is independent, analyzing and dissecting everything that I see, and also giving my my fair criticism where it's needed, and also giving credits where credits are due. In my previous two videos, I was very, very much critical of EFF with their policies and whatnot. And on today's video, I'm actually going to be positive about EFF and give them credits, because what they're doing when it comes to mobilizing, no one can do it like them in the country. They're by far the best when it comes to mobilizing, by far the best when it comes to showing up for black people and protecting the rights and the interest of black people. That one, hands down, no one can compete with them. Well done to them, and I hope they keep doing this. And one thing I must say, EFF is a very important party in the country, and they are there because they have the best interest of black people at heart. Although they should be for everyone, but then they are there for the minority. They are there for the marginalized people. Okay, let me not say for black people. EFF are there for marginalized people, and we need that. And I hope that they continue to grow, and they grow from strength to strength, because they are needed. And also what they do in the parliament is needed, and is one of the most important opposition party in South Africa. I mean, they are how many years now? They started voted the first time they were in the ballot was in 2014. So this is the third year running for elections. So not third year, I mean third elections. It will be their third elections, and for them, they've literally just grown from strength to strength. And although I'm not sure if they will still maintain the same numbers that they did in the past elections, which I will discuss in the coming videos, where I'm gonna be discussing or predicting elections and which party will be having the majority and which party will, I'll get to the numbers in that video. I don't want to get into that, but then well done to them. I mean, just look at the streets. I mean, that is like thousands and thousands of people, and on a regular Tuesday, and for them to have so many people, it is impressive, man. It is really, really impressive. But then again, it also goes back to the question that, like, if there's so many people on a regular Tuesday marching, and then does that mean we have so many people that are unemployed? That is very worried. That is a very worrying thing to think of, and I hope that's not the case. I hope most of the people that are here, that are students and people that maybe they asked not to come to work on this day, because one thing, let's just get one thing straight, right? EFF, they're like, when it comes to youth, I've been going and talking with having discussions with youth. Most of them, they're voting for EFF. You go to any universities, most of universities, when you want when you ask the students which party you're voting for, most of them is EFF. So I feel like they have the control of the youth. They have the and I believe most people that vote for EFF is youth, and which is something good to have, because youth is the future. Youth is the future. If you have the control of youth, and then probably then you have the control of future, and that is very good for EFF. And as much as like I don't agree with them most of the time, but then today is not about criticizing EFF. Just gonna give them credits because what they're doing here is honestly like it is quite impressive. It's very very impressive, and so let's say but the EFF bedwetters, the EFF can pull such crowd in a match without Julius Marshall Dlamini. Oh, the Marshall Dlamini was the leader, the person that organized this. I mean, this is really impressive, I must say. So, but then it will be interesting to see if these numbers will translate into votes, because again, that is very important. That is very very critical, because you can't be having this many people filling up the streets, wearing red, and then when it comes to elections day, then they don't show up. Because in the past elections we have seen EFF, I mean, like, let's just get one thing straight, this is not the first time we've seen EFF do this. We've seen EFF do this over and over and over again, and then when it comes to elections they seem not to do very well, and which I hope with the coming elections is not the case. I hope for them like they do have like better numbers when it comes to voters, because there's a lot of this is like a large number of people, like, and if they can have this many people voting for them, or maybe because like maybe most of the people that are here, maybe they're not registered, I don't know. I just don't understand why they I mean, you compare EFF rallies with DA rallies. I mean, EFF beats DA hands down completely. They outnumbers DA when it comes to rallies at each and every rallies. EFF stadiums are always packed, and you compare them with DA. DA always have like less people showing up to their events or rallies than EFF. EFF always pack out their rallies, and which begs me to think of like, okay, why, what's happening? Is it because like maybe DA people, they don't like going to rallies? And which is understandable, because like I'm thinking most of people that vote for DAs is white people, and it's those people that maybe they're also old age, maybe they're old, and they're people that maybe are busy, because again, EFF has the youth. EFF has youth, and youth is active. Youth is very much active. So that's why like maybe EFF rallies and marches, this it's always packed out when it comes to their rallies and their marches. They always show up, but then the same thing can be expected with DA, because most of DA voters are old people that are maybe also white people, and you also go to DA rallies, you hardly see white people in the crowd. It's always black people. So again, which is like, I don't understand. I don't know why white people don't go to rallies, because at the end of the day, they're DA voters. So I just don't understand why they don't attend the rallies and whatever that DA pushes. It's always black people in the stadiums, and yeah, I really don't understand why. So then that was happening during EFF community meeting convened by EFF President Julius Malema Stellenbosch into Mamfen asked the EFF to assist her with fencing her home, but says she offered to build her a house instead. EFF believes that her house should be a quality and spacious. Okay. I mean, this is another thing that I must give credit to EFF. I mean, you saw the past video where this old man was asking Cyril Ramaphosa to buy him a fridge, and what did the president do? He was very irritated. He seemed very annoyed, and the way he responded to that man, and you could see from his face, that his facial expression, that he was annoyed and couldn't get a poor man a fridge, but then he wanted vote from him. And I understand people do get social grants and whatnot. They should be able to buy themselves fridge and other things. But then again, you have president in your house. A president of South Africa is literally like in your house. Obviously, like, you're gonna ask him, and he's there to ask you to vote for him. He's there to ask your whole family to vote for him. I mean, Lena will do that. I'll do the same. If maybe there's something that I need, and the president is here, I'm gonna take that chance. And for him to respond the way he responded, saying, well, go and ask your former employers to buy your free. That was so low. That was very very low, and embarrassing also. Very very much embarrassing on the president's side, and also on the man that was asking president to buy him a fridge. It was embarrassing on both sides. And for EFF to go beyond just like, okay, building the who's Mamfene a fence, to go and beyond and buying and building them a house, a whole house, and a respected. I mean, this is a decent house. This is a decent house. That is like something to applaud. Basically, that is something to give credit to. That is something that, like, it hardly happens. It hardly happens. I mean, there's another case of, there's a lady, this young girl was asking president, I need a job, don't have a job, and then the president just referred to him, keep searching. I mean, the president is here. You expect like things would change in your life. So you meet a president and then your life still doesn't change. Can you imagine that? You meet a president, you think your life would change, literally like your life doesn't change. A party that is not in power, you meet the president of the party, you ask him, then it changes your life. I mean, if I'm a voter and I'm undecided on which party I'm going to vote, I'm definitely going to vote for EFF instead of ANC, because the proof is there. They have shown that, like, they care about the need of people. They show that, like, they have the compassion, and they want to help people. They are desperate to be in power, and not just to be to have the whole of the power, but then to also to assist people and give back to people. And that's the party that we have. With that is the kind of party that you want to have in power, and so that they can deliver the basics, literally like the basics to the communities, because that's what we're lacking at this moment. The basics. The party that is in power, they're not doing enough to deliver the basics to the masses of the country. And it's about time that people do realize this and actually, like, and demand action and take an action and voting for a different party. I don't know which party that you have to vote for. I'm not going to tell you which party to vote for, but then what I'm going to do, I'm just point out certain things that, like, you need to have in mind before going to the voting station. Certain things that you need to think of before casting your vote to any other party. There's certain most important things that you need to take in consideration. Look at the past 5 years. Which party has been, like, in the past 5 years, like, are you happy with the state of the country? Are you happy with the way things are going in the country? Are you happy? And if the question is no, then I think maybe it's about time that you vote for a different party. And if the answer is yes, you're happy with the state of the country, then I mean, we are different. Maybe when where you are, like, maybe things are being delivered and you are happy, then you can still continue voting for ANC. No one is telling you different. But then I'm just saying, like, but then you feel like, I'm like myself, I voted for ANC in 2019. I'm not happy with the state of the country, the state the country finds itself in. I'm not happy with the way ANC is actually, like, dealing with the way. In fact, like, I'm unhappy person. I'm unhappy South African right now. So, and I know what I need to do. I know what is it that I need to do with the coming elections. There's no way that I'm going to vote for ANC. I may not know which party to vote for just yet, but then I do have an idea. Again, it's not going to make much of a difference because it's just a one vote. It's not going to make much of a difference. But then again, I need to make my vote count. I need to make sure that, like, I also, like, bring awareness to people, because this is actually what I'm trying to do with this platform. Bring awareness to people. People need to realize that, like, you know what, it's about time that we vote with our minds and not with our hearts. So yeah, and then also I was still talking about EFF rally or march that they had today. I mean, you look at and apparently they have another one in Saturday in Pitamkaba, and honestly, you expect Pitamkaba to be packed to rafters. You expect Pitamkaba to be filled up, especially considering that it's like Julius Malema's hometown, home province. I'm sure it's gonna be packed out, and which I'm gonna be have a reaction to that on Sunday after it happens. I'm gonna have a reaction to that event. Then we'll see how it goes. I mean, Polokwane has a capacity of about like 45,000 people, spectators. So I expect the numbers to the stadium to be full to capacity. I expect more than 45,000 people, especially considering it would be how many days? 3 days before elections. So very, very important rally for EFF, and then we'll see how it goes. And yeah, man. Also, again, that is a lovely video. I love that video. So like seeing people realizing, or like, you know what, enough is enough. Enough is enough. We have seen enough of these people. Of them giving us empty promises, and it's about time we switch. And who knows how the life will be if we switched. I mean, one thing about us is that, like, we are too scared of change. One thing about South Africans, we are too scared of a change. And let's just give other parties a chance. Basically, I'm not saying give EFF a chance. I'm not saying give Controversies a chance. I'm not saying give DA a chance. I'm not saying give actionsa a chance. But when as an individual, vote for a party that you think. I mean, you've seen ANC, what they've done. We have lived through ANC basically throughout our lives. Maybe it's about time we do give another party a chance. I think so, and it's worth thinking about. It's worth taking into consideration. So anyways, this is the end of the video. Bye.